Speaking of which, we are back at Trump Tower on 500 North Pontiac Trail. As Marion said, on the second floor. We are there every Wednesday from noon to 3. We have a great group of people. Raise your hand if you're some of our regulars that come in to help us. Yes, thank you. And we text, we make phone calls, we email, sometimes we address envelopes. We did that in a couple of special campaigns. But we can always use your help. And the more people we have, the lighter the workload. So please feel free to join us. We send out an email reminder, but it's every Wednesday until Donald Trump is president again, from 12 to 3 p.m. On Thursdays in the same office, we have the Catholic Vote is there from 6 to 8 o'clock, and they are reaching out to low propensity Catholic voters. And I know right now they were making phone calls, but now they're switching to a texting program. So it's super easy. You bring your phone, they give you a list, and all you do is forward the message, forward the message, forward the message, forward the message. It takes, you can probably do 120 text messages in about 40 minutes. So it's super easy, and we could use your help for that. One of the things that we've been working on under Marion's direction and another gentleman, Matt Seifried, and the group over at Pine, which is Patrice Johnson's group, is recruiting election workers for Detroit. Now, according to the law, they're supposed to have the same number of Republican workers as they do Democrat workers. Well, they hired 2,800 workers for the August primary, and we think that there was maybe 60?
Yeah, 300.
300 Republicans out of 2,800.
But 100 weren't Republicans.
They have never, most of them weren't really Republicans. They have never followed the law in this case, and we are going to force them to. So we have diligently been working on recruiting people to work downtown. And with the early voting now, they will be opening up absentee ballots 9 days, the 9th day before the actual election. So you have to work a 3-day shift is how they devised it. So you work the 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th, 5th, and 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and election day. And that's how they're staffing. So we have recruited about 350 people so far to do that. And we feel that if we have Republicans sitting at every table, because if you've ever been to Tacoma Hall, it's just this huge room with 8 by 4 tables put together to make a square. And there's all this opening of the ballots going on and counting, and there's 4 positions at each table. And we feel that if we have a Republican sitting at every one of those tables, there'll be less shenanigans going on because we'll be watching them. So we can recruit poll challengers who can walk around and look at things and check things out. But we feel that if we have someone sitting at the table, we're farther ahead in the game. So our goal is to recruit at least 500 people to work in Detroit. Now, people are submitting their applications and they're following up with phone calls as we directed them to do so. And they're being told, well, we're all full, we're not hiring anyone, we're on the wait list. And we're here to tell you that the RNC lawyers have filed a lawsuit. Detroit is very much aware of it, and they will hire the people that we send them, or they will be sued against the law. So it will be enforced. So if you are one of those people that have already filled out your application, hang tight. You can call all you want, bug the hell out of them, that's fine with us. But your names have been submitted to the lawyers, and the lawyers are on top of it. That being said, I do have applications here. If you are wanting to work down, it is a paid position. We understand it's $300 a day minimum. It could be higher depending on what position you are granted. But we need people, and it's really not about the money. It's about protecting our country, protecting the vote. So I do have applications. I have the W-9s as well. If you are interested, please see me afterwards, and I'd be happy to help you get that filled out. We are having regular Zoom meetings to make sure people know what's going on, to stay in touch with them, to make sure they are getting hired. And then once the hiring is all done, we will continue to have meetings to make sure that they understand their process and their role and what they should be looking for when they're down there.
Any try to buddy up, right? Buddy up people or something?
Yeah, well, we'd like, I mean, if we can get more than one person at a table, that's awesome, but.
No, I meant to drive down.
Oh, yeah. We'll be doing carpooling and that kind of thing. So, there is a program that's being done by a gentleman whose name is Matt Seifried. It's a pilot program that he's put together. He is targeted on one specific House district in Michigan, trying to flip the House back from the Democrats to the Republicans. This is a district that the Republicans lost by like a couple hundred votes, basically because of Proposal 2 and Proposal 3 were on the ballot in 22, which was the early voting in the abortion. So we've agreed to assist him in that program, and there is going to be a phone bank on Saturday from 10 to 2. Lunch will be served. Everybody who shows up will get a $25 gift card. And we welcome you to come. You'll get an email or a text asking you to participate in this. If you can't come for the whole time, that's fine. But please make an effort on Saturday from 10 to 2. It will be at the Trump Tower. And again, it's making phone calls to low propensity Republican voters. So these are people that don't reliably come out to vote all the time, but we have them recorded as Republicans. I'm sure that most of you know that's kind of a guessing game because in the state of Michigan you don't register as a Republican or a Democrat. So it's really very scientific way to try to figure out what somebody is. And they do that based on what petitions you may sign. Like if you sign an anti-abortion petition or a gun right petition or something like that, they're going to tag you as being more of a Republican. So again, you will be calling low propensity Republican voters. I'm sorry? No, this is a district, it's actually on the west side of the state. Yeah. So it is a district that, like I said, that they targeted because we lost it by only a couple hundred votes. So it's a matter of getting people out. It's a matter of getting people to vote. And again, I'm sure most of you probably heard this by now, but all of you should be signed up on the absentee permanent ballot list. Okay, we are all pushing for people to vote absentee and vote early. And the reason that you do that is because every city and township keeps track of who is getting an absentee ballot and when their absentee ballot is returned. And so their name is crossed off the list. So every candidate is getting that list every day from the city or township. So if they see Rosanne Ponkowski's name is still on the list, they are still calling me, they are still sending me mailers, they are still spending money trying to get me to vote. As soon as I get my vote in, the earlier I do, my name is crossed off the list, and now those campaigns do not have to spend that money tagging you anymore. So it is important. Vote early. Get on the permanent absentee ballot list. The reason you want to be on the permanent is because when there's a special election that shows up, the Dems know about it because they're all on the permanent absentee ballot list and they get an absentee ballot sent to their door. The Republicans don't know about it because we always like to go and pull the lever, right? So we have to break that mindset, and we need, you know what I mean, we need to go and vote early and vote absentee and get on the permanent list so we know when there's a special election going on. Yes, Shane?
And you can also take your absentee ballot in to early voting or in on election day, so it's safe. But if you're on the absentee ballot list, you can still take it in and have it processed at the facility.
Right. Okay. Anybody have any questions on what I've just said? Yes?
I'm sorry?
What's the last day?
The last day that you can apply for absentee ballot is the day before Election Day, right?
Election day.
Yeah.
You can just walk in and get it.
You can apply online too. You can go to the Secretary of State's office and apply online. So, as I said, we are looking for election workers, and I have some sheets in the back that I have brought with me that have approximately 24 names on them. These names have come off a list that Marion has tracked over the last 4 years of people that were willing to work the polls or willing to be challengers. I'm asking you to take home one sheet. It's 24 people. Text them a message that I will send to your phone. If you say to me, I'm willing to do this, I will text you the message, and all you have to do is text it to that next name, text it to the next name, forward to the next name, down your sheet. You keep the sheet for a couple days to see if anybody responds to you afterwards. So we're asking them to say yes or no, they're interested or not, so we can take them off the list or send them further information. We're asking you to keep that list for 2 days after you finish it to see if anyone responds back to you. And then I need you to take a picture of the list and send it to the phone number that will be on the bottom of that sheet. That way we can track them and we can get them in the system if they want to work, or we can cross them off our list if they don't want to. Okay? So I've got about 12 or 14 of those sheets. I really appreciate going home with none of them. It's, you know, a 20-minute task at the most. Okay? Yes?
Is this using the Call Hub app where it's not coming from your phone number?
It will be coming from your phone number. And I know people have been concerned about that, but I can tell you I've probably sent out over 800 texts, and I get maybe 20 stops I've gotten, and you know, a couple things I don't want to repeat. But it's very few and far between. It truly is. And again, you're talking to Republicans, people that have, you know, shown an interest in the past in doing this, so you're not likely to get any of that. Yes? Date and time for? I'm talking about a list that you can go home with and you can do tomorrow. Yeah, we would really like you to do it tomorrow, because if they're saying yes, they want to work the election, we need to get them in the system right away and get their application down to Detroit. Yes, Judy?
The website to apply for an absentee ballot is michigan.gov.
The website to apply for an absentee ballot is michigan.com. .gov, sorry, .gov. For an absentee ballot. And I believe on that site you can check a box to be on permanent absentee ballot list as well. Okay, last thing I'll share with you is that MCC is putting together a Trump Woodward cruise. And it's going to be Saturday, October 12th from noon to 3 p.m. So keep that on your radar, put it in your phones, on your calendar. And we're going to just have people decorate their cars with Trump, get your flags out, get your signs out, and we're going to cruise Woodward and have our own Trump Dream Cruise. That's going to be from noon to 3 on Saturday, October 12th.
It's Columbus Day, isn't it?
I don't know.
Not on a Saturday. It's a Columbus Day.
Yeah, no, it's always on Monday, so you can get another day off, right?
What we do is we really target the voters, and we actually engage the grassroots, which is our greatest asset, we believe, within the party, and that's each and every one of you guys. So with that, we have our TPACTION app. In our TPACTION app, we have a flyer that I brought, some on the table back there and some in the info box at the end. But on here, there's a QR code. You guys can scan that with your phone. So if you have a iPhone or Android, it's on both platforms, just on the App Store. Just go ahead and download it. It's literally your one-stop shop for all conservative activism. You can help knock doors on that. You can actually phone bank. You can send text messages. And then also there is the feature that I came here to talk about. You can click on it. There's the Commit 100. So you'll click on Commit 100, and that is our effort to have everybody in the conservative movement go out and commit to chase 100 ballots. It is a pivotal time in our nation. I think that we can all agree upon the fact that we're not going to have a nation ever again if we do not save it this time around. So with that, we believe that a lot of people have, maybe they're retired or they have vacation hours or time. We want you to take that and help us save our country. So you can go on there, fill out the information. We will actually pay to lodge you up in Arizona and Wisconsin. If you're not going to be doing all the work just in Michigan, we will send you over to the other battleground states to go ahead and do what the left does, which is literally shuttle in people from other states into the states that they want to win. So that's what we have to do, and we're going to do that, and we're going to win. So anybody that has questions, I'm not going to take any longer, so you guys can come up to me. I'll be around here and answer any questions you might have. But
Rosanne wants to.
oh, yes,
So I'm just curious, because I signed up for it,
yes.
but I didn't get any response. Will the response come once the ballots have gone out? That's when the program gets active?
So yeah, so now that the ballots are going to be coming out. We're gonna have our headquarters staff. We have a literal department that's just the Chase 100, the Commit 100 people, and you'll be working in coordination with myself, my field reps across the state of Michigan, but they will get you plugged in with the right field rep, whichever location in Michigan that you're from. So as soon as they reach out to you, we'll get you going, and we'll give you the 100 closest low prop Republican voters to go after, and keep you plugged in with our events as well, because we're going to be having Super Chase events, 5 per week in different parts of the state. So we'll have about 20 events going on all week long, all throughout October, going out and chasing ballots, and that's not even all of our ballot chasers that are paid that are going out and chasing ballots. So if we do this, we can win.
People are signing up now, but they don't
Yep.
actually start to do some work until after the 26th of September.
Correct. Yep. For the Commit 100, but right now you can go out. You can register people to be, absentee voters, just like everybody's trying to push in the party. If you know what you're doing, and trying to get everybody out for that. We have those systems set up right now, so definitely just get involved with us. Download the TPACTION app, and it'll give you a walkthrough of exactly how you can get started with us. So, thank you, Mary.